starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, this is your girl Scbookgal 843, and it is a Tuesday night, you guys. How are you? Okay, that's good. That's good. Me, I'm gonna be honest. I was a little depressed when I woke up this morning and saw the news about Jesse Jackson. That just hurt my feelings. And then I have a 10-year-old and it's Black History Month. And I don't know if this is me feeling as a parent, which I kind of feel that it is. She asked me, who is Jesse Jackson? Oh, y'all, that hurt my feelings. So do know that she does have a book that is being sent to my library for her to read who Jesse Jackson is. And it's crazy. It's Black History Month. And he passes away and he's like, well, no, he's not the last one, but he is one of the last ones, you know? And I don't think Jesse Jackson would want us to be sad. I think he would want the next generation to pick up the mantle and continue on. Because if not, we're going to go backwards. You know what I'm saying? But then y'all know me. I always got to find the funny side to every situation. So we need to check on Al Sharpton. We need to check on Patti LaBelle, and we need to check on Marla Gibbs. We need to check on our pioneers out there because this is just too much. You know what I'm saying? But Dr. Jesse Jackson, we thank you. We thank you for bringing us to where we are right now. Okay. But I'm feeling better, you guys, because guess what? Next week is Children's Book Week. And let me specify that again. It is Black Children's Book Week. And I have the honor of having an African American children's author. You guys, her book is like the cutest thing I have ever seen. I am so excited to have her on my show. But let me tell you a little bit about this lady, okay? Miss Jude is a London based children's author that is devoted working mother who delights in creating colorful, family centered stories that celebrate the curiosity, the imagination, and everyday adventures of our youth. Okay? With a background in English literature, she brings a deep love of language and storytelling to every book she writes. Drawing inspiration from her St. Lucian Caribbean heritage, she weaves warmth, family values, cultural richness into her tales. She regularly returns to the island to reconnect in its vibrant traditions and find new sparks of creativity. Her books are designed for children ages 3 to 6 and are full of bright, engaging illustrations and are grounded in real life experiences, like them going to bed at night. Okay? Each story carries a meaningful lesson and crafted to inspire young readers, nurture imagination, and bring families together through the joy of shared reading. You guys, I would like to introduce Miss Claudette Jude. Hey, how
Hey,
are
hi.
you?
Hi, everybody.
Yo, I love her accent. I just love it. Welcome to SC Book
Thank you.
Gals and Friends. So, I read a little bit of your bio,
Mm-hmm.
but tell us something in that bio that you haven't told us about yourself.
Oh, so much. Outside of what I've said in the bio, I do so many other things. I am trying to get. article published in the newspaper at the moment, but that's to do with children's education and their cognitive abilities. I'm trying to write another story. This will be a true story, but it won't be aimed at children. It will be aimed at adults. I'm hoping to undertake my PhD shortly. So there's lots going on apart from my day job and being a mum. There's lots of other things that I'm hoping to pursue in 2026.
How do you have time?
Well, when I log off, yeah, I then spend my evenings. I try not to just sit around and watch TV, but at the same time, you have to have a downtime. You have to enjoy yourself, and you have to let yourself go. So yeah, I try and fit it all in, but I don't give myself too many strict deadlines because otherwise, I probably wouldn't meet all of them.
Okay, okay. So, what made you want to become a children's book author? Like,
Well,
why?
I have twins, and so every evening when they were in primary school, every evening I would read to them before going to bed. Some books were really enjoyable, and there were some books that I thought were so. So I decided when I get the chance, I'm going to actually try and write something myself. I'm going to do a children's book, and my son, he when it came to bedtime, he never ever wanted to go to bed, not because he wanted to play with his toys or anything, but he felt he could be doing something a lot better. He could be reading, he could be learning. He just had this active mind from a very young age. So I then thought of that about a child that never wanted to go to bed, and I thought I think I could incorporate this and do something. So over the years, I'm still a paper girl. So over the years, I would jot things down on paper, and then when they got to a certain age where I could dedicate more time to myself, I was able to sort of finalize the manuscript, polish it, and try and get it self-published. Yeah.
Awesome. So, because of your twins, like,
Hmm.
and I see that you gave everything a priority, and I like that, and that's something that we parents should do. Give everything a priority. I love that. So, what do your twins think about you being an author?
They actually, my son is a bit reserved, so he doesn't sort of spread the word too much. But my daughter is flamboyant. She's out there. Yeah, she tells everyone. She's got teachers at school to buy it for nieces, nephews, kids. So yeah, she and but they do help out a lot with like the poster behind me. My son is the one who designed it. My Yeah, my daughter posts a lot of the stuff on TikTok and stuff for me, so they do help a lot with the social media side of things. So yeah, and the book is actually Caden. My son is called Caden. It's actually based on him as well. So um, I think maybe that's why he's a bit reserved. I think he's a bit embarrassed, really, but he loves it really.
You made it a family affair.
That's right.
That
Yes.
is brilliant. Oh my God. Yeah, that is brilliant. So, you have two books currently out right now.
I do.
And tell me a little bit about your two books that you have out.
So the first one was is Caden's Bedtime Adventure, and I self-published that in 2023. And as I said before, that one is about a little boy who never ever wanted to go to bed. He would slow down the process. He would brush his teeth slowly. He would get into bed slowly, just because he didn't want to go to bed. But then he ends up one evening, he gets into bed and he has the most magical experience that you could possibly have. So that's Caden's Bedtime Adventure, the first one. The second one is Caden's Magic Peas. Again, it's based on a family. It includes Caden's twin sister as well in the book. And this is about getting children to eat their vegetables to be healthy. So Caden in this book never ever wanted to eat his vegetables. He never ever wanted to eat his peas. But through sensible talking from mum, listening to what mum says, he gets there in the end, and he gets a reward at the end of the story as well through eating his peas. And hopefully, he's gone on to eat carrots and broccoli and everything else after that. Hmm. I felt Cadence Bedtime Adventure was the easiest one to write, even though it was my first one. But because both books joined from real life experiences, but the first one was definitely based on, every evening bedtime with my son when he was younger. Oh, here we go again. He doesn't want to go to bed. I could be reading, mom. I could be whatever. So it was a lot easier to get that story down on paper and yeah, to actually finalize it than Caden's Magic Piece. So yeah, the first one was a lot easier in terms of the manuscript, in terms of the storyline. But the second one, because I had done it previously, so it flowed more easily in terms of the illustrations and the self-publishing side of it.
So, Miss Jude, did you eat your magic peas?
Oh, I did. I did. I always ate my magic peas as a child because otherwise I'd get in trouble. So nowadays we're a bit more lenient with our children, but in my area I would get in trouble. So yeah, I definitely ate my peas.
You are so true. Because I remember my mom used to make me eat the beets at one time. I'll take the peas over the beets any day. Okay?
I
Oh,
don't mind beets. I like beets actually. I don't mind them.
you like beets? I felt like I was a vampire biting into them things. Like, who in the world created these nasty little balls of hell? But you can give me some peas and you can give me some string beans and we
Yeah.
good. Just
Mhm.
keep the beets and the lima beans.
Mhm.
Mm-mm, I don't do lima beans. I will eat the listen, y'all. I will eat the meat out of your pot, but I will
Mhm.
not eat the lima beans.
You're
Okay.
not in that.
So your illustrations, I
Yes.
love the cuteness of the characters. How important was that to your books?
It was really important because I wanted it to be bright. I wanted it to be vibrant. If you saw it on a shelf somewhere, I wanted the illustrations to attract you. I like the way the illustrator has done the big eyes. The whole family has big eyes, so it was really important to ensure that I had something that would draw people to just by seeing the front cover. It would draw them to flicking through it and then going on, and whether it's borrowing it from the library, whether it's making a purchase. So that was very very important to me, and I wanted to get a balance as well with the way everybody looked. Mum, dad, me, and the illustrator. We had to do the characters from scratch. I told him exactly how I wanted each character to look, but we went back and forwards, back and forwards. I think he probably got fed up of me. I wasn't happy with this. I wasn't happy with no, the outfit wasn't the right color. No, 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 I didn't like mum's hair. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I got it right, and also depending on different stages of the story, I wanted to ensure that that was right as well. So, for example, in Cajun's Magic Peas, the dinner hall, he goes into school and he doesn't like his peas, and they give him peas at school. But I wanted to ensure he did the background, and it was a very plain background. And I said to him, you need to go back. There needs to be pictures on the walls. Advertising food, trying to encourage kids to eat in a dinner hall. Well, in the UK dinner hall, there's always something about eating your five a day, or so he had to go back and he had to change it and he had to add something in. So it was really important that it sort of demonstrated what I wanted it to, and it portrayed what the story was trying to get through to people.
Well, your illustrator did a great job. Would you like to take the moment to shout out your illustrator?
Hi, Aditya. He's based in Indonesia, so hi. We're working on
I
another book shortly, so hi, Aditya.
You did a great job. Just let you know, great
Yeah,
job.
you did. You did.
So, are you with a publishing house or are you self-published?
I'm self-published. This all started off as a hobby, and then the feedback that I have had so far has been, you need to develop this, you need to try and take it further, you need to push it, you need to get it on social media, etc., etc. So at the moment, I'm continuing just trying to get families interested, trying to get children into reading, and hopefully sometime soon, somebody may see me, may recognize me, and I can go down that route. But at the moment, it's still I'm still self-publishing at the moment.
So you asked that's a great question. You answered some of it. Um, do you feel that the journey of being a self-publisher was difficult, or do you feel like this is a great learning opportunity for me to know what's going on? How do you feel about the self-publishing journey?
I think it's a great opportunity for me to know what's going on. There's the terminology. There's a lot of things I've learned. I probably would have, been with a publisher and they would have been talking about blurb, and they would have been talking about, for children's books, you've got to know about the bleed. The illustrations have to go right through to the end of the page so that when they print it, there's no white lines around it. So I have learned a lot through the self-publishing experience, and I think it's equipped me for, if I do get a publisher sometime in the future, at least a lot of the terminology, a lot of the things they're talking about, at least I'll be aware of it. And also, I believe it's given me the freedom at the moment to do what I want to do through self publishing. I know
Mhm.
there'll be some restrictions if I did have a publisher, don't say this, don't say that, don't have that color. So I think for now, yeah, I'm quite happy with the freedom that I've got and what I've learned through doing it myself.
Yes, the freedom of it, and I love the independent self-publishing. I really feel that they put so much into their
Hmm.
books that you can
Hmm.
kind of feel like like their heart and soul, the
That's
love for the book. Like you can feel that I work hard. Here's my
yes,
baby feel to it.
yes, exactly.
Um, so you said earlier
Hmm.
that you are working on the adult book. So my question is, which one is easier? Writing a children's book or writing the adult book?
Oh, it's definitely the children's one. It's definitely the children's one. I've started the manuscript for the adults one. Well, it will be teen upwards, and I went back to it. Oh, maybe over the weekend. Had a bit of a brainwave, and I went back and I did a bit more to it. And you've got to use lots of different words. You've got to be a lot more expressive so people understand what's going on. So the children's one, you can be fluffy, you can be, have everybody laughing. The children's one is so much more easier. You can have lots more fun with the illustrations, whereas the adult ones is just chapter books, chapter one, and lots of words. So no, at the moment, I would say I had a lot more fun doing the children's books. But it's a story that I want to tell, so I will persevere and I will get it out there. Yeah.
So going back to your books, we
Mm-hmm.
now have you back on the screen with your books.
Mm-hmm.
If you can choose
Mm-hmm.
one of them,
It would be Caden's bedtime adventure because there's a part of the story where the adventure begins. He is in the sea, and there's loads of sea creatures, loads of vibrant colors, loads of just lots going on in that book. So I think that would be better for the movie because you'd have the sea and you'd have all the big waves and you'd have all the different coloured fish and dolphin that features in the book as well. So it would definitely be Caden's Bedtime Adventure. I think would be a good movie for the big screen.
so remember I told you that we had those fun questions?
Yes,
Well, we are here for the fun question.
of course.
So now
Hmm.
I'm not trying to play my ignorance, but some people don't know nothing about it. So let me ask you a question. I know you know Sesame Street, right?
Yes.
All right. You are on Sesame Street.
Oh gosh.
What character is sitting next to you while you are reading one of your books? And why did you choose that character?
Oh gosh. I think it would be Miss Piggy. Although she would distract me whilst I'm writing the book, but I think she was quite funny, and I think yeah, she might be able to give me some motivation, be able to give me to make the story a little more short, a bit more quirky, a bit more funny. So yeah, I could ask her for some suggestions as well because I remember she was quite vocal. So yeah, definitely, I think it would be Miss Piggy.
The first original children's diva, Miss Piggy. I thought when I came up with that question, you know
Mhm.
what I thought? I thought of Cookie Monster or Grover.
Yes. Well, if I'm being honest, the reason I never said Cookie Monster is because I couldn't remember his name. I know I was thinking to myself, there was one that had a bit of a strange, sort of funny voice, and I was like, but I just couldn't remember his name. So I thought, yeah, yeah, stick with Miss Piggy.
Okay. I could just see him sitting up there laying his head on you, be like, what
Oh
else?
yeah.
I can see that. Okay.
Okay.
So you're a mom and
Mm-hmm.
you're reading your book. And so we have this television channel called Lifetime. And
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Lifetime does a lot of biopic. Well, you have that too?
We on cable, yeah, yeah.
There you go. So Lifetime is called, they love your book, but they would love you to have a character, a children's actor to play Caden. Who would you give the honor of playing your son in your book and
Oh,
why?
oh boy, children's actor. Oh
I don't know too much of them myself,
no.
but you could go back in the day now. You
Uh,
could go back in the day.
um, I think it would be, but I can't remember his name again. But he was in Different Strokes, and he used to say, "What are you talking about, Willis?"
Oh my goodness. I know exactly who you're talking about. What you talking about? Willis? Oh, Arnold. That was his name.
I think it
Okay.
would be him, not because my son is exactly like him, because he's quite reserved and he's quite. But at the same time, remember Arnold could be serious, and he did know when it was irrelevant. He did know how to have a good fun and how to have a good time. So I think my son could fit into that character. So I think it would be Arnold. Although he's nearly 6'4" and Arnold was really short, but still, if he's playing Caden's bedtime adventure, if he's playing that age group, the height would be okay. So I think it would be Arnold definitely.
All right. So guess what? Lifetime love your choice and they
Hmm.
love the book. And they say, you know what? We're going to do a biopic about her writing her next book. Who would you give the honor of playing you?
Oh gosh. Oh. I think it would be. See, I'm just not remembering anyone's names today, but I think it would be. Oh, what was the actress who played Tina Turner? In the movie Tina
Angela
Turner.
Bassett.
I think it would be her because again, she's featured in lots of movies. Brilliant actress. She's undertaken different roles, and I think she can be really serious in a lot of the roles she's in. She can be serious, conservative, and at the same time, like as when she played Tina Turner, she just went on stage. She was able to rip loose. She was able to have a good time, and I think my personality is a bit mixed. It's a bit like that as well. I think I can be extremely conservative, but I think at the relevant time and with the right people, I can let my hair down and I can have a good time.
All right. Well, guess what? Now we got to go back because Lifetime said we already have the actor for Kaden.
Yes.
We already have you,
Yeah.
and we already have Miss Piggy. But now we
Uh-huh.
need a song.
We
What
need sorry.
children's song? A children's song. What children's song best describes your book?
Um, I think although it doesn't actually portray the actual story of Caden's bedtime adventure, I think I would go with Humpty Dumpty because although Humpty Dumpty had a big fall and they couldn't put him back together, my book there'd be a slight twist to it where we were able to put Caden back together. We were able to get him to go to bed, and so there was a success story at the end. So although they're not entirely the same, I think they could slightly be linked. So I would go with Humpty Dumpty.
I like it. See, nobody pays Humpty no attention, you know?
Exactly.
I love it. So we are almost to the end of our
Mhm.
podcast. Tell us what would you like to say for your past readers, new readers, and the readers you will gain from this podcast?
I'd like to say to my readers, I'd like to invite them to join Caden, and in the book, his twin sister is called Korana, on their adventures. Each story is created to bring families together, spark imagination, and gently encourage positive habits. Whether it's going to bed on time and enjoying your sleep, or whether it's trying new healthy foods, each of my stories have a lesson to be learned. And I would encourage them to go away and read these books and simply see the magic in everyday moments. My books are designed, I hope, to bring laughter, comfort, and connection. And I hope they become part of the special memories that adults and children share. And I hope children keep reading and keep finding joy in the little things that you do with your family and your surroundings through reading books. I'm excited to continue writing stories for all of you to enjoy, and I look forward to collaborating with others who share my passion for promoting literacy. And I'd ask everybody to keep an eye out on the third book in the series, Caden and Kurana's Library Adventure, which is coming in 2026. Currently working on it now.
That is awesome. That is crazy awesome. Now, before we
Hmm.
leave, because we got to have some way to follow you. So when these books come out, we can know when and where to buy them and where to follow you on social media. So, can you give us the rundown?
So I'm on all platforms. I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, and I am on Instagram. And all of them have the same handles. I've got my website, which is www.cjlpublishing.com. Instagram is just at cjlpublishing.com, and it's the same for Facebook, the same for X, and the same for Instagram. So at cjlpublishing.com. And my books are available to buy or at amazon.co.uk. If you're in America, it's probably amazon.com.
All right, you guys, of course, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you have your links where the books can be purchased and also where to follow her. And it's so easy because it's all CJL Publishing on all the platforms. So go
Yes,
ahead and just put in CJL Publishing in Google and just click enter, follow, follow, follow. Okay?
that's right. Hmm.
Miss Jude, we did it.
We
And I
did.
thank I thank you for being with us tonight and making it whereas we can get back to that family time and spend time with our little ones and read books and create all these memories. Then they could take the book, follow it, read it to their kids, and then they take and read it to their kids. And they can
Yes,
come like this family thing just rolling. So
exactly.
thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. It's been a joy, and keep up the good work, carry on what you're doing. And it was a pleasure being here. I was quite nervous, but you made me feel really relaxed, and I wish we had another half an hour.
Oh, don't worry now, because when the new book come out and when your adult book come out, you got to come back.
Okay, all right then. I'll hold you to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys. It's another Tuesday night, and you guys, the links are still at the bottom. And I'm going to keep it right there so you can go ahead and purchase that book for the little person in your life. Remember, next week is African American Children's Book Week. So, this is a great chance for you to, you didn't get them kids any kind of little Valentine's Day gift. So, go ahead, grab them a book, give them a candy. Well, don't give them a candy and the book. Because if they get the candy along with the book, they ain't going to sleep. Okay. But go ahead, reward them, grab them this book or any other book. Just read to your child. Okay. Again, I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you next week, Tuesday, with a new author and a new book. And remember, there is no such thing as an old book because not everybody has read every book. You guys have a good night. Bye.